everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another DIY or how-to. And I said that this summer I had started around my birthday that I was doing, DIY, and then I kind of got busy and got away from it. But I want to bring it back, and I had done your own mist using gelatos and blending tools, and I did at one point making your own enamel dots. And so now I want to do today, and these, if you've watched my recent videos, I said that things are in, then they go out of style, and then all of a sudden they're back. Well, these things were in a long time ago, and now they're back. They're making a comeback, and it's the full flares. And these are like epoxy bubbles. They're 1 inch, and I got them on eBay, and I went a little crazy. I bought 300, but it's like $5 for 100. So I thought, and it's free shipping anywhere in the world. And if I remember, I'll put the link down below. And but I just went on eBay and searched 1 inch epoxy circles, and they come up, and they're really good. Like they're not yellow in any way. Or I had a bunch here from years back, but they were all yellow, so I just threw them out, and I ordered some new ones. Anyway, the first one I saw recently play with those again was Sarah Swan, and she had done in one of her videos for it was for a designer thing. I can't remember. I think maybe it was Layout Week, and she had talked about the flares like that. Then I saw Marissa, which is Ma'am 1016, and she talked about them. And there's a few other people, so I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do those again. They are stinking cute. So I'll show you first what I kind of pulled from my stash to play with it and to do them. And then we'll make a couple, and then we'll see how long this video is, and then I might cut it and then do a whole bunch more and then show you at the end what they look like. So the first thing you need is a 1 inch punch. And can you believe that I don't have a one inch punch? I thought this was a 1 inch punch, but it is not. And I quickly noticed when, see, it's a little bit bigger. So I ordered one from Stampin' Up, and I wasn't going to do this video because I didn't have a 1 inch punch. And then I found I wanted to use some of these for the flares because they're 1 inch, and it's a Technique Tuesday. It's the monthly subscription, and it was from July 2014, and that's how I store my stamps, by the way. And when I flipped it over, because I always put the die and the stamp together, I saw that circle. I'm like, oh, I bet you it's 1 inch because it fits those circles, and it does. So I can do this. So anyway, little rabbit trail there. So I pulled some stamp sets out, and like I said, this is Technique Tuesday, and this is another Technique Tuesday, and this was August 2014, and this one is called Going Places, and it's also got the die. And this is an Ali Edward. I know this is a little bigger than 1 inch, but I thought maybe it'd be cute in that little arrow. And then this is another Ali Edwards, her monthly subscription. This one is Little Things, and this one is Go. So I like that because I could put the outline. It says Life is Good, and then I could put one of these inside. So I got stamp sets. You could use scrap papers, and I don't have any scraps. Every time I finish a kit, I'm done. So I decided to use 6x6 pattern papers. I had a little bit of scraps from my last kit, and of course I punched it all out with that orange, with this one here, and it didn't fit, so no more scraps. So I just got the Bo Bunny Sweet Life and Bo Bunny Safari and Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy, and I like the 6x6 anyway because the pattern is smaller, so it's going to fit better in a 1 inch punch. Then of course I got some inks. I just got a couple of inks. If I need more, I can just grab. Now I got some more little dies, and these are so stinking cute, okay? They're from Waffle Flower. This is a little, I don't know if it's focusing or not. I can't tell. So it's a little speech bubble with a heart. Super cute. Just a speech bubble. And that I could just use like both or just a star. And that's a little heart. That's a little bow. So stinking cute. A little circle, and then that's like a ring reinforcer, like for tags. So I brought those out. Then I got just a few little punches in case I want to add some stuff to it. And then I got a bunch of stickers. And I think, because you don't want to bulk it up too much, your circle, because then this won't stick to it properly. So I got some stickers, and I think the best stickers for this, because they're really flimsy, which in a way, like we always want the more, you know, the bigger stickers and stuff, like, because it seems like better quality, but actually for this is actually going to be better. So the Simple Stories, the DIY stickers, I think any of their stickers, they're very flimsy. So they're actually going to be, as you can tell, they're really thin. So they're actually going to be really good for that. So I took out some stickers and rub-ons. Rub-ons is awesome because that'll make no bulk whatsoever. And then some tiny words stickers. So that's what I took out for now, and we'll get started. And then if I think of something else, then I'll just bring it in. So now I gotta find that die again. So I'm just gonna pull some papers out of here, just randomly. And you can do just white cardstock too. I just want to do some pattern, a little bit of pattern. I think I'm going to make it so that it's not overwhelming pattern, because then you can see your other embellishments on top better. I'll just choose a few from here. And I wanted to do a few from this too, because I am scrapping right now a lot of pictures from the zoo, from where we went to the zoo. So I thought it'd be cute to do a few that was sort of zoo themed. Oh, that's pretty. Like I said, I'm trying to choose pattern papers that aren't like overwhelming. Oops. Okay, so that'll be it for that. And then this is the Bo Bunny, The Sweet Life. That's pretty. Oops. Super pretty. I'll just take a couple from that one. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take it over to my trimmer, and I'll just cut about 1.5 inches. Oof. I tried to cut them all at once, and no, not happening. Oh, Lord. There we go. I think I tried to put through too many at once. There we go. Okay. I don't know how many I can put through this. 2, maybe 3. Let's try 3. Okay. Now we'll put the cutting mat. And then I have this. It's like a shim, but it's a metal shim. I should have put the handle so it was on this side. Let me switch that, because it's kind of awkward. There we go. Yep, it went through all 3. Awesome. So I'll just stop the recording and I'll come back once I have a whole bunch done. Okay, so I have a whole bunch cut out here, and basically I used up all, I did 4 on each. So I have a whole bunch. Now I thought I'd do the stamping part, and then I'll do it on the, I'll do the Cuttlebug again because I just remembered something that I can talk about while I do the Cuttlebug. So these are cute because they can be for, also for your project life. Like here it says our week. So I'll stamp that out. Really doesn't matter which one I stamp. And these ones, sorry for the noise, these ones really I won't have to do anything else to it because, you know, they're going to be stamped and they're going to be cute. So I just used some Stampin' Up! Ink. It's called Costa Cabana? Costa Cabana? I think that's what it is. Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to ink it up. I've never used these stamps before, which is a shame. And that's why I wanted to do some of these. So sometimes what happens is when it's a brand new stamp, it doesn't stamp right the first time. So what you need to do is prep it. And I'm looking. Ah, I thought it was my eraser. You need a white eraser. I have one here. I like the other one better. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Because this one is kind of triangle and it's hard to maneuver. So you take a white eraser and you just kind of do the whole surface like this. And then you take a baby wipe and you wipe it off. And what that does, it takes away, because when they do these stamps, there's like a film on it, like, you know, that they use to manufacture them. So it just kind of takes that away, and then it should stamp better. Let's see how it, oh, I still have some eraser stuff on there. Already I can tell that it's covering the stamp a whole lot better. A while ago when I looked at it, it was all blotchy. And it's not as blotchy anymore. So let's see how it goes. See, it's much better. And I think too that as it dries, it'll fill up, sort of like the, let me take a Hero Arts ink, because I know those ones, oops, they fill out once they dry. I didn't even check what ink, what color I got. I think it's the navy. Ooh, love that. See how blotchy it is there and how much better that is? Much better. Okay, so I'll just stamp one out and I'll put it through the Cuttlebug, and then I'll just stamp a whole bunch and then I'll come back after that and then we'll put some together. But I want to put it through the Cuttlebug because I've had several questions about the sandwich that you have to do. So for a small die like these are called wafer thin because they're super thin. You need the green plate, which is the A. Okay. Now what I do with my plates, okay, because you know that they get really like chewed up, right? So what I do is when I got them new, I designated some of them for cutting. And I designated some of them for embossing. Because if I tried to emboss with that right now, it would really, it wouldn't look good. Like the cardstock would have not only the embossing folder, it would have all these cuts in it. So this one I've had for years and years and years, and it's still new because I called it embossing, and there's no way I'm going to cut with that. And then the cutting one, the only thing you got to remember is, you know, every second or third time, you just flip it over. So if I go through this one time, the next time or the 2 times after that, I do it the other way. And my plates have stayed really straight by doing that. And I mean, I've cut through a lot. So A, then C, because these are wafer thin. And then you put your die. And what I'm going to do is I have these, this is like Post-it note stickers. I got that at Simon Says Stamp. And it's perfect for holding these in place so they don't move. And then you put your, I put a B plate. And then I have this wafer thin, well, yeah, it's about wafer thin, but it's a shim, and it's in metal. And I got that at Simon Says Stamp. I think it was like $10 or $11. And then you just put it through. And the shim too, like every time you put it through, just make sure that you flip it on either way, and then that way it'll last way longer, because it won't bend so much that it's ridiculous. So now I'm going to do a whole bunch of those, and then I'll come back and we'll make the flares. Okay, I'm back. Now I've stamped a whole bunch, and these are going to be great for, like I said, Project Life. And what I found with, because I don't have a 1-inch punch, if I had a 1-inch punch, then I could have just stamped them all. And then when you put your stamp backwards like this, you can see where you can punch. So then you could go around the circle and put it in the center. But where I had to use a little die, that made it so it was really hard to align. So what I ended up doing was doing a whole bunch of white ones, and then I stamped it afterwards, and that made it a little easier. But I can't wait for my 1-inch punch to come in. I mean, it kind of took me out of a bind there, but it'll be nice to have the 1-inch punch. And then I took these, which were the waffle flower dies, and I just went through and I just die cut a whole bunch with the leftover pattern papers. And so I can use those as little elements to put on these. And then I also have my stickers. And I thought too, if I had any flat sequins, none that were cupped, I could use those too, but I couldn't find any, and I didn't feel like looking anymore. And then also I took out this little thin washi tape from Little Bee, and it just says love over and over. So I'll try to use that into it. So I'll just, the stamped ones, I don't think I'm going to put anything else, because I really like the way it looks, but we'll see. So we'll put all those to the side for now. So then basically all I'm going to do is create sort of little clusters on top of this, and then I'll just put the epoxy sticker over top. Like I said, these stickers are perfect because they're so thin. They're not going to add any kind of bulk. I'll do that like that. I don't know where half my scissors are. I did spend a lot of time on this because I think I don't have a 1-inch punch, so okay, I don't like those scissors. They're too bulky. Not very prepared, am I? I don't particularly like those either, but let's try that again. I kind of messed up the circle there. It's not a perfect circle. There. There. And what you can do too is if you have a little file, like if you didn't go perfect, just take a little file and file it down, and then it's a perfect little circle. That one I kind of, well, I fixed it. Perfect. Okay. Oh, this one's super crooked. Super crooked. That's the thing when there's lines on the paper, eh? Then you can tell how crooked you are. Let's do that again. Good. basically all I'm doing is putting a sticker to sort of ground where I'm going to put the rest of the stuff. And you can't put too much, because then it's going to be too bulky. But you can decorate them a little bit. See, years ago when we did these, it was basically you put them over pattern paper and made your own flare. So this is kind of neat that now there's so many little things that you can put over top. Let me see, maybe some word stickers. How about Discover? Oh, that's 2 of them, but I only want Discover. Actually, I'm going to cut it down on this side too. And then maybe a little heart. And a little heart, I'll glue it down with the fine line. So basically that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through, pick some little stickers and some little punch outs that I did. And see, that's too much the same color. I'll put it down here instead. And then when like I said, I don't want to put too much because it's going to be too bulky. So that's probably going to be good enough. And then you take your epoxy stickers and you try not to put your fingers on the sticky part, because then it's going to be kind of shadowy, like it's going to make some marks, and then you'll be able to see it. Then you just rub the back, and that's the first one. They're going to be super cute and super cheap to make. I mean, yes, I spent $15 on this, but that's 300 of them. And then the rest, I used like scraps of white that I had. And I opened up 6x6 pattern papers, but that's not a big deal. And it took me about, I'd say about an hour to get all these stamped and punched out. But again, it's because I don't have the 1-inch punch, because that would really save some time. Now this one here, what I could do, this one I'll just put like this. And basically all you got to do is make sure that you put it directly on and then just push it down. So that's cute too. So that's going to be for Project Life. And what I could do for the Our Week, I could put a little sticker. I'm just going to pick whatever for now, but oops. Could pick one, you know, that coordinates a little better. So let's say it's week 13. Well, I could put 13 right there and then put with stickers and then put this over top. So, you know, it's unlimitless what you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off the recording. I'm going to do a whole bunch and then I'll show you what I got done.
Okay, so what I decided to do for this part was I was going to do everything off camera, but then I decided that no, I would do it on camera, just speed it up, and just so that you can kind of see some of the stuff that I kind of pulled to do these. And in a minute there, I'm going to be zooming in the camera too, so that you'll be able to see up close, there we go, how I'm going to put these together. So basically a lot of this was actually in my Project Life bin, and I just took it and made some of these little flares. These things are so fun. And I actually did this video a month ago, and because we're now back from vacation, and I just didn't have time to do this 5-minute recording. And I know it doesn't sound like much, but I had I think I had 12 videos to voice over before I left, and I worked 14 out of 18 days or something like that. And the 4 days off were not all together. And plus, you know, all the stuff that you need to do before you go on vacation, like get everything done and do as much laundry as possible, which, oh my goodness, we thought it was all done. And of course, just the showers and everything before we left, I ended up that I had like 4 loads to do. That didn't get done before we left, so I didn't particularly enjoy that. But we came home on 2 days ago on the 16th. It was quite late at night. We got home. It was 9 o'clock. We actually got in Moncton at 8, but then because we hadn't seen Mason in, you know, a couple of weeks, just stopped by and saw him and just bought a sub for my daughter and a few little things for Mason. And so just dropped those off. Kind of a little treat. And then we came home. It was like I said, 9 o'clock. It was just, oh, we were so exhausted. We were on the road for 11 hours because you lose an hour. So you were actually on the road for 10. But it was a long drive home. And so we were happy to be home. And then yesterday was just, you know, unpacking. And I like to, we always, once a year, we get our car or our SUV professionally cleaned, and we did it 3 days before we went on vacation. Of course, going on vacation and stuff in and out of the vehicle, it was just, you know, a little messy, which I had vacuumed it out while we were there. But so we did all that, unpacked and cleaned the truck or the SUV, and then we went and got Mason, so we have him for the weekend, and we took him to the park. So it's been a little crazy getting back. So I decided to do, you know, the voiceover for this and get it up because it's been ready for a month. But so basically, I just took, also I had some of these little die cuts, dies from Waffle Flower. Love them. They're little hearts, little speech bubbles. So I just cut a whole bunch out of the leftover 6x6 pattern paper from punching out, and just kind of found little places where, because those dies aren't big at all, so just found places where I could stick those little dies, and then I used them as little embellies on the little flares, and they're just so cute. And a lot of the flares that I did too are going to work well for Project Life. They say stuff like our week and our family fun, and you know, just little things like that. And I found a lot of the stickers from Simple Stories too, where they were round. I like putting them on the flares like that, and it just made really cute little flares because it has 2 layers of circles, and I found that worked out really well. And so these were a lot of fun to make, and it's one of those things that you want to sit and make like 100, and then, you know, they're done and then they're ready to go. I started working. I was on track with my kits because I finished my May kit and my June kit had just come in, but being gone, and then the 2 weeks before, I hadn't scrapbooked I scrapbooked it last night and this morning, but I hadn't scrapbooked in a month. So I'm kind of behind again. I still haven't received my July kit, so now I'm going to try to power scrap. I go back to work on Monday, but I'm going to try and do 7 layouts before I go back to work. I've already done 2, so I'm going to try to do 5 more, and then I work for 3 days, and then I'm off for 4 again. And on those 4 days, I'm going to try and do 8 layouts so that I'm going to be done with my June kit, and then I can start with my July kit. So you'll probably see some videos, a video a day for a bit here, just so that I can get caught up on my kits. And now I'm going to go back to live here in a second and show you some of the flares. So thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, I'm back, and I got about 75 of them done. Like I said, the longest part for me was to punch out the circles, but if you had a circle punch, it would go so much faster. And the ones that were stamped. I didn't really do anything else because I plan on using them on Project Life. Oops, I forgot to put one on that one. On Project Life, so even if they don't have anything else, that's okay. So I have quite a few stamp ones. I really like how they turned out. And then, let me zoom in. And then I did a whole bunch that I used the stickers. So that's what you have to do is just, you know, choosing a whole bunch of stickers and die cuts. And then just sitting down and just having fun. Just layering the little stickers. And some of them I really like, and some of them, yeah, they're okay. But that's how you're going to find what you like too, right? And I was keeping in mind too that we're going camping, so I did a few that was related to camping, so I can use it on my layouts right away. I like that little camping one. And just, you know, some of them just have a word, enjoy. And I know that while we're on vacation, we're going to go to the movies. Can't tell if that's focusing or not. So I did one for the movies, and I did family fun, and some traveling ones, because I said I know that we're leaving soon, so I like this one. Create art. So I like that. I like this one too. Life's good. So a lot of different ones, and for pennies. I mean, pennies. Like I said, these, I went through almost 3 of them, and then partial of another one. So almost 75 is what I figured. And they come like this. So about 75, and it's $5 for 100. So not even $5. And the rest means all stuff that I had in my stash. The stamp sets and the stickers, and I used quite a bit of dies. I used all those little dies, and they were great for layering. I used them quite a bit for layering. But I have to say, the Simple Stories stickers, they're the best because they're so thin, and so they work really well. So I'll have to dig through my stash and find the rest of my stickers. And another thing I'm going to do with these is, well, I'll just do another video because while I was doing those, it made me think of something else. So, and that's it. That's for the Make Your Own Flair. And if you just found me through this on YouTube, I just want to let you know I have a YouTube channel. Just click on Nicole Jones 911. I have over 700 scrapbooking videos and over 450 that are scrapbook process videos. So thanks for watching. Bye.